Morning children, welcome to class 4 EVS. Children, we were doing chapter 6 an ideal house. Children, we have already completed the chapter. Now we are going to do keywords and things to remember. But before that, we will go through the chapter once again and try to recall whatever we studied in the previous two videos. Children, here the topic is an ideal house. House. We also call it as home in which we live. Children, house is very important for all of us as we live in the house. But it is equally important to know why this house is very important. Children, this is the place where we can relax and get all the comforts which makes our life comfortable and happy. Children, this is the place where we live with our family. Family plays very important role in our life. That is why we always think about us and as well as our family. So, how can we make a house an ideal house? Here in this chapter, we are going to read all the things which are necessary or important to make a house an ideal house. We not only live in the house, but also we share many memories, happiness and sorrow. So, let us make the house or our house an ideal house. Here children, for making an ideal house, making a house an ideal house, we need to follow few things. That is the main features of an ideal house. In this, we studied all the things which are required for the house or which are required to make our life healthy are first is sanitation, sunlight and air, ventilation, open space. So children, air is something which we breathe in. It plays very important it is very important in our life. It plays an important role in our life. So children, from early age till now, we all felt the importance of house and tried to make lot of improvements in the house to make house an ideal. Here, the air is something which we breathe in. So children, we need to get enough quantity of air into the house, and we have to ensure that the air which is coming into the house, when gets dirty, it is going out of the house also. Means there is proper exchange of air in the house from the surrounding. So children, in order to maintain proper ventilation in the house, we have to take care of few things. That is, we should have enough number of doors and windows, and these doors and windows should be placed in such a way that there is proper exchange of air in and out of the house. As we know, the air which comes into our house is purified by the plants present around our house or the potted plants into our house. So we need lot of plants around our house, and we should plant these plants around our house so that we get enough quantity of fresh air into our house. So the doors and windows help in bringing in fresh air and letting out dirty air. So children, to have proper ventilation into the house, we need to have windows and door arranged in such a way that the air circulates in and out of the house properly. It is very important because something which comes into the air which comes into the house get dirtied by breathing or by doing some other activities in the house. So this polluted air or this air which is get dirtied by the smoke from the kitchen should be cleaned regularly or exchanged regularly. So we need to have enough number of windows and doors to circulate the air or maintain exchange of the air in or out of the house. So children, as we know, most of you may be living in small house or in the house which are in the buildings or apartments where you don't have enough space or enough number of doors or windows. So in that case, we should also have exhaust fans as well as chimneys in the kitchen. These exhaust fans help in removing the smoke or the odor from the kitchen, and also pollution and odor from other part of the house is removed by the exhaust fans. So these are the things which has to be taken care to maintain proper ventilation in the house. Because of proper ventilation, we are able to maintain the temperature of the house, and even the air of the cooler and fans will be cool if there is proper ventilation in the house. So children, I hope you have understood what is ventilation. Ventilation is nothing but free flow of air into the house or out of the house, or we can say it is the availability of fresh air in the room or building from the surrounding. So children, it is very important to have green plants out of the house, and also we can have potted plants in the house. Now children, another point which plays important role in our life is sunlight. So we'll discuss about sunlight. We'll revise sunlight. Sunlight is another important point because it gives us light and heat. Light and heat both plays an important role in our life, because we should keep our house dry and free from germs, as well as we should keep our house lightened. This is the natural light which make us feel good. So we don't need to switch on lights whole day. In the day we should get the natural light which is good for our health also, and it makes us feel pleasant and good. So sunlight should enough quantity of sunlight should be allowed to come into our house, and so that our rooms are kept dry and able to remove the germs or kill the germs from the house. It is very important to kill these germs, because if there are germs in the house, you may get disease, you may get sick, or you become ill frequently. So it is very important that there should be sufficient number of windows and doors for sunlight to enter the house. Other than these two, light and heat, children, we also get something important from the sun, that is vitamin D. As we studied in the previous chapter, vitamin play important role in keeping our body healthy and strong, and it also protects us from the diseases. But children, all other kinds of vitamin we may get from the fruits and vegetables, but vitamin D is the main source of vitamin D is the sunlight. We get large amount of, and it also helps our body to produce sunlight. So it is very important for us as well as our body, our house as well as our body, to get enough amount of sunlight, which will make our bones strong. And also it will, if we get enough amount of sunlight, our body gets enough amount of vitamin D, our body feels active and fresh. So children, I hope this also you must have understood. Now next point is sanitation. Sanitation is nothing but the cleanliness which we have to include in our life. Cleanliness, it is directly related to the health and hygiene. So cleanliness is the as we know children, in our house we have kitchen, we have toilets. So lot of dirty water or the feces coming from the toilet, or the dirty water coming from the kitchen, or the polluted water coming from the kitchen. So these things which are coming from our house should be managed or properly and disposed properly. So these are sent out to the sewer with the help of drainage, and these drainage should be properly cleaned. These waters are coming through the drainage and disposed of in the sewage. So these waste have the drainage or the sewage should be covered properly, and drainage should be cleaned regularly, so that they do not lead to the germination of different kinds of germs, or different kinds of insects, which may lead to the germination of which may lead to various kinds of diseases. So these insects or germs may be mosquitoes, fly, then it can be cockroaches and germs. So these may cause different types of diseases such as malaria, dengue and cholera. So in order to remain safe from these things, we have to be very careful. The garbage should not be thrown in the open area. The house should be regularly cleaned, and the waste coming out of the house should not be thrown in the open space. Now the next topic is open space. Children, open space is also very important, because if you want to come out of your house and have you breathe freely, and you want to get sunlight into your body, and you want to exercise, or your children wants to play, you want to keep your vehicles outside, you need a space. If your house is very close to the other house, you may not get fresh air to breathe, or enough space for the children to play, and also you will not get enough number of plants, so that the air around you is cleaned. So open space also play very important role in our life. So here open space also plays an important role in our life. Other than this children, we have few more things which has to be taken care of. These doors and windows should have double door, one the general wooden door, normal wooden door, and other the wire mesh doors, which will help keep the flies and insects as well as dust out of the house. The doors should also have spy eyes, which will keep the strangers away from you, or which will ensure that that the strangers do not come into your house. Before opening the door, you will be able to ensure that nobody other than your own ones or the strangers are able to come into the house. So children, your house should have an spy eyes, which will help to ensure that the door is not opened to the strangers. And also there should be a wall or fence around your house, so that the animals do not come into your house. Now children, this space, we were talking about the space. The open space also helps us in escaping at the time of fire or natural calamities. If you have enough space, open space around your house, you will be able to come out at the time of earthquakes, or you will be able to save at the time of fire or any other disaster or the calamities, at the time of disaster or the calamities. So children, we have to be very careful while building a house or hiring a house. So children, natural calamities means earthquakes, flood, heavy rain, drought, cyclone. So these are the natural calamities. Now coming to the today's topic. Today's topic is keywords. Just now we studied about the keywords. Children, just now we studied about these words in the chapters. So children, first word is ideal. Ideal means something. For everything, children, there is a scale which is fixed, a standard scale used for measuring something. For example, here we are measuring the quality of house, how the an house is said to be an excellent house or perfect house. So here we are measuring the perfection of a house. So this ideal is given, it is a unit, it is a standard which is given to measure the perfection or excellence of the house. So ideal means here the house, this ideal is added with the house. So here we will tell what are those things which make a house a perfect or excellent house. So this is a measuring unit which is used to measure the excellence or perfection of a house. So any unit which is used to measure the perfection or excellence of anything. But here we are using ideal for measuring the perfection of a house. So this ideal can be used for some other words also. This is the standard setup for measuring the perfection of house or excellence. Perfection of house, perfection or excellence of a house. So this is a unit. In this context, this is a unit used to measure the perfection and excellence of a house. In this chapter, ideal word is used to measure the excellence or perfection of a house. So children, next word is ventilation. Just now we discussed ventilation. It is a provision or availability of fresh air in a room, building, etc. So you can say in other words also, ventilation is a free flow of air into the house or out of the house. Ventilation means the free flow of air from in the house, from into out of the house. So the provision means availability or presence of fresh air in the house or the building is called ventilation. We discussed just now, ventilation is very important to make a house perfect or ideal house, because if there is no proper ventilation in the house, we won't be able to live a normal or a comfortable life, because the air is very important for all of us. We need to breathe air, and also we need to feel cool and comfortable. So here this air is the one which helps us breathe the fresh air, and also which helps us get the cool. This ventilation is very important to get fresh air and also to get cool air into the house. And plants around the house helps in making the air clean and also keeping the air cool. So it depends upon our surrounding, what type of surrounding we are having, and number of windows and doors we are having in our house. So these windows and doors help in the rotation of air in and out of the house, which makes our room cool and airy. or also it makes us available with fresh air. So ventilation is nothing but the free flow of air in and out of the house. So proper exchange of air into and out of the house. So this doors or window should be arranged in such a way that there is proper exchange of air, more exchange of air. The more there is exchange of air, the more comfortable or cool the room will be, and will be getting more and more fresh air into the room. So next is sewage. As we know, children, we have kitchen as well as some other. So the next topic is sewer. As we know, children, when we live in a house, we use water in different ways. So either we use it for cleaning, washing, bathing, or in the toilets or in the kitchen. So wherever these water is used get dirty. So there should be an arrangement that will let the water out of the house. This arrangement in the form of drainage or sewers is called sewage. First, this dirty water is taken out of the house through the drains and then or sewers, and then it goes into a main place which is called sewage, where this has to be taken from our house to the sewage. The process of taking the wastewater and matter from our house to sewage is the transport of wastewater or matter through the drains or sewers to the main hole that is called sewage. So children, it is very important for the water which is used in our house or the feces which is coming out from the toilets to be taken away through the drains or sewers to the main hole, that is sewage. Otherwise they get collected and they may lead to different kinds of germs or insects which may cause various diseases. So this is very important that in order to keep our surrounding as well as house clean. Now children, we have to be take care of few more things about these. These drains should be cleaned regularly and it should be covered properly so that there is the insect, the flies and all don't sit into it, or the cockroach or the rats don't go through them. Otherwise also they will go, but at least we can minimize these kinds of happenings which may happen, or these are the carriers of diseases, may cause diseases. So children, the waste material from the people's body while bathing or through other ways which are coming out of our house or by the use in the kitchens are thrown out or removed from the house through the drains and sewers to the main hole, that is sewage, should be arranged in such a way that they are properly thrown away, they don't collect in a place or create problem. So these directly or indirectly helps in keeping our health fit and healthy. Otherwise they create various type of problems and may lead to the germination of germs, bacteria or other kind of insects which may cause diseases. Now children, the next point is sanitation. As we discussed in the chapters, this is the condition related to public health, especially cleanliness. Children, sanitation is the process of keeping places clean and healthy, especially by providing proper sewage system and clean water supply. If we have clean water supply, we will get clean drinking water, we will drink safe water, clean water, and the hazards of contaminated water and poor sanitation may lead to different types of diseases. Children, the actual meaning of sanitation is hygiene, hygiene and cleanliness. As we know, sanitation is directly or indirectly related to our health and hygiene. So, we should be very careful while building a house and maintaining its cleanliness. So, children, sanitation means the process by which we can keep our house clean and healthy, especially by providing a proper drainage and sewage facilities. Children, the water supply is also included in this. That means we should get pure water. We should be careful the water which we are drinking is pure or not, and it should be away from the contamination, because what happens when this water comes from the pipelines and all, the pipelines may be broken or something like that, the water in between get contaminated, even though wherever from the supply where it is coming, it is always treated water plant, it is coming through the water treatment plant, but in between it may get contaminated. So the water which we are using to drink and also the proper sanitation should be maintained into the house. So sanitation means hygiene and cleanliness. It directly or indirectly affects our health. So children, this was the keywords. Now next is things to remember. There are several points which has to be remembered in the chapter, and in this way we are recapitulating the chapter. Everyone requires a house. As we know, children, each one of you requires a house. We cannot imagine of a house without, we cannot imagine of a life without a house. As we know, a house protects us from heat, rain, dust, wild animals, etc. So this is something which helps us protecting us from heat, rain, cold, dust and wild animals. An ideal house must have enough ventilation. As we studied in the chapter, ventilation is very important to maintain the quality of the house, or to make a house an ideal house. We have to, these things have to be taken care of. There should be proper ventilation, enough quantity of sunlight should be available in the house, proper sanitation and open space play very important role in keeping the house neat and clean and hygienic, as well as also comfortable and fit for living. So these are the things which should be there in an ideal house. The house should have enough windows and doors to let fresh air come in. So children, we have, as we have discussed, windows and doors play very important role in the house, as it helps in letting in the fresh air, as also it helps in keeping away mosquitoes, flies, dust, etc. out of the house. And also it helps in getting enough quantity of sunlight and air. So windows and door play an important role in our life. Now, very small things called germs make us ill. As we discussed, germs can make us ill. So we should be very much concerned about the things which are needed to kill the germs or to keep us away from the germs, such as we should get enough quantity of sunlight in the house, so that sunlight kills the germs. These germs are killed by the heat or warmth of the sunlight. And also we should have proper arrangement of we should have proper sanitation and sewage, so that so that these germs will not get place to germinate. Next point is sunlight is required to keep the house germ free. As I told you, sunlight helps in keeping the house dry and germ free. It kills the germs. Children, if the house is dry, there will be less chances of germination of these germs. As we know, the germs mostly germinate in the moist area and also in the dirty area. So if we are able to keep our house dry, there will be less chances of the germination of these germs. And also disinfect it. So houses, sunlight is something which help disinfects our house. The house should have drainage and sewage disposal system. So it is very important to keep the house neat and clean, to maintain the cleanliness of the house, to keep the house free from germs and insects. We should have proper drainage system. These drain should be and sewage should be properly covered and cleaned regularly, which will make our house germ free and make healthy environment in our house. So children, this was all about our chapter. Please go through the chapter thoroughly and learn keywords and as well as things to remember. In our next video, we'll be doing click the correct option and other book exercises in the book, and question answers will be discussed and will be done in the notebook from the snap homework. Thank you.